My name is Laila Ali, and I'm one of the co-founders of Muslim Women For. I want to start again, like Noor did, honoring the courage and strength of Palestinian women and girls, their resilience and bravery, those who are in Gaza and who are mothering and pregnant in displacement and under siege, the little girls who are putting their bodies on the line to bring food back so their families don't starve to death, the young women journalists who continue to capture for the world this ongoing genocide and life under occupation, the women in detention who are fighting against sexual violence and gendered violence. Palestinian women in Gaza and in Palestine are teaching us what it means to practice and model feminism, real feminism, to love each other and affirm our communal struggle for life. I also want to honor the leadership of Palestinian, Arab, Muslim, and Jewish women here in our state who are doing the heavy lifting of building organized power around Palestinian liberation, from organizing these weekly marches and leading us in chants every single week for 5 months, putting their bodies on the line against state-based surveillance, Islamophobia, and bigotry, and leading advocacy efforts at all levels of government. So again, let's honor and celebrate the beautiful Palestinian, Arab, Muslim women here in our state and in Gaza. I also want to say, if it's okay, a few things about what went down at Raleigh City Council last week.
Yes.
A multiracial, multi-faith, and multi-issued coalition mobilized Raleigh community members for the past 5 months to demand a permanent ceasefire. Hundreds signed up at every single public comment session, sharing their grief and pain, stories about losing their family and loved ones in Gaza, and connecting Palestinian liberation to our local struggles. Last week, after community beautifully interrupted and disrupted in song and in chant, at the last public comment meeting, a motion was finally introduced to vote on a ceasefire resolution. And while it did not pass, it received 4 votes in support by council members Mary Black, Jane Harrison, Megan Payton, and Christina Jones. We all know this, right? We saw this last week. But what I want to be very clear about, and what I want folks to understand today, is that because many of you, your emails, your phone calls, you showing up every single session in the hundreds, because of this organized power we built in the last 5 months. Here, look to your left, look to your right. This organized power. It was because of that council was not able to fall back on an initial statement that completely sidelined the reality of what is happening in Gaza and ignored the people that were asking and demanding for a resolution to be voted on. Because of our collective community power, we secured a total of 4 votes instead of the 2 we had at the start of our efforts. That is because all of you. And I believe that in my heart, that because you did not give up and because you kept showing up, the voice of justice and the calls for a permanent ceasefire in our city and in our state are loud and clear. And this is what we have won. We are winning a movement that is raising the bar for electing people into our places of government that are values and issues aligned, and Palestine is no exception of that. And for the council members we have now who pretend to care about justice and peace, or who don't recognize their duty and responsibility in local governance, we ask them to step to the side and move out the way. They have failed our Black and brown communities for too long on various issues, from affordable housing to community safety to a ceasefire resolution. However, we know that the fight for a ceasefire resolution is only one step toward building long-term power, building across our movement and toward collective liberation. And we will not rest, we will not tire until we do that very thing here in Raleigh. And I I just want to end by saying that I know many of you know that the start of Ramadan is going to be tomorrow, inshallah. Ramadan Kareem, Ramadan Mubarak to all of you. And it also breaks my heart that we are entering Ramadan, that the people in Gaza and in Palestine are entering Ramadan under siege, under occupation, and under this ongoing genocide. And I just want to end, if I can, to offer a short dua, a short prayer. May Allah, may our Creator grant them justice. May there be a divine intervention to seek justice for Palestinians in Gaza and in Palestine. And may Allah give us and grant us and bless us with a soft heart for this movement, a soft and kind heart to keep doing this work that we're doing every single day. And may Allah protect us and protect our movement. Thank you.